Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, so inshallah we'll get started as soon as possible because we don't want to waste any time. So inshallah, get out your notes, pencils, paper, whatever you need to do. If you need to go pray, inshallah, what we're going to do is we're going to start off where we left off from last class. So I hope inshallah you guys learned some more and you know things were less confusing. So inshallah we'll move on with the rules. You know, we learned about the pointing words. We learned about is, the tanween, question words, you guys know, alhamdulillah, very well, right? Ma, man, and the 3 question words, you know how to respond. So look through these, see if you have any questions, okay? I'm going to scroll through to the very, where we left off, and if you have any questions, make sure you type them up. So then there was the pointing words, more question words, ma and man, the difference between the two. It's very, very important that you remember that, the difference between ma and man. Wamek, inshallah, if you do have a question, type it up. There's also the names, how to tell the difference between female and male names, the difference between them. There's also more pointing words. Okay, Alia, inshallah, if you have something specific, yes, Wamek, you can type it up. Alia, if you have something specific, then please type it up. If there's something that you get mixed up between specifically. Or if it was just between the female-male names or... Okay. So now, inshallah, we're going to move on from lesson 6 and see how much we can get done. So that, inshallah, we can finish all these lessons, take a quick quiz on it, quick test, and then we can move on to the next lessons. So I'm going to start with lesson number 6, what's on the page right now. Okay, Amal. We have a question before we start. The difference between female and male names. I'll scroll up to that rule now so we can get that cleared. Rule number 3, it's right up here. Male and female names. So, are we going to do... no, inshallah, we're going to review so that this is all cleared up. I'll read the rule to you and then I'll explain it. So in this lesson, we learned about the vowel ending. The vowel ending. Yes, the vowel ending of the masculine nouns resembling the feminine nouns. So what we want to look at is the vowel endings. Okay, Amal, all we have to know here, I'll read it out. We have learned that the feminine nouns have no tanween. The feminine nouns have no tanween. Example, Aminatu, Maryamu, Fatimatu, and masculine nouns have tanween. Hamidun, Jamalun, Hishamun. Yes, if you have to go to pray Maghrib, then inshallah you can go. Amina always, yes. Whenever you see a name with one dhamma, Maryamu, Fatimatu, Aminatu, it's always going to be one dhamma. For female names, it's always going to be 2 dhammas. Hamidun, Jamalun. Okay. So inshallah, I hope that is clear, and then we'll move on to lesson number 6, which is the pronouns. You guys remember what the pronouns were? Dhamir. Yes, okay, na'am, dhamir. Here it is in Arabic. Dhamir is a pronoun, and inshallah, I think you guys know what pronoun is. We'll read about it now. So we learned a new topic which deals with the pronouns. Pronouns are words used to substitute for nouns. Exactly, they take a place of the nouns. They substitute. Like he, she, his, her, my, right? All of these, instead of saying things like Asra went to write the word, Asra talked, Asra did this. You can say she did this, she did this, she did this, I did this, he did this, right? You don't always have to say what the noun is. So yes, exactly, he, she, her, my. We learned all of these in Arabic. So there's 2 types. Basically, there's 2 types. There's detached and there's attached. In Arabic, there's detached and attached. So now I went over this very, very briefly. Does anybody remember? Do you remember what I'm talking about? I'm going to read this out loud. Good, Afnan, exactly. You guys remember, mashallah, yes. So in this lesson, we learned the attached pronouns, the attached ones, attached dhamir, which is ya, meaning my. The attached pronouns are not full-fledged words. They're not words just you can take ya by itself. You know, this isn't a word, right? Ya, just a regular ya. No, you have to attach it. They are attached to the noun. So someone give me a noun. Any noun. Any noun. Yes, they're not words by itself. It has to be attached to something. So people are saying baytun, kitabun, qalamun, good. Well, not hishamun. Hishamun isn't really something you could say. Okay, good. Bayt. We use baytun all the time. I'll use pen. Qalamun. So I'd have to attach this to it. Qalami. I'd have to attach the word to it. Did you see what I did there? I took qalamun, which is a pen. Qalamun, a pen. And then I added the ya. Attach the ya. Yes, there's 3 steps that we learned to do this. And inshallah, I think you guys have that in your notes, so I won't go over that very well. But you basically take a pen, and then you add the ya of my. And what do you form? Yes, it would be like my Hisham or my Maryam. You could say that. I mean, there's nothing against it, but we don't really use that often in the book either, but you could say that. So, qalamuka means his. I don't know what you mean by that, Faiz. We haven't learned what his pen was. Wamik, your question. Okay. It went a little bit fast. Okay. Inshallah, can you type it up again? Yes, Manahil, exactly. So qalamun plus ya makes qalami. Yes, I know, but I have to scroll up, and the thing is that it doesn't stay. Okay, pointing words are hada, hadhihi. Okay. Yes, it's very long. I can't really read it. If you type it one by one, inshallah, I'll be able to answer it. Does the ya make it more than one? No, Zahra. There's not. When you say something like my pen is here, there's still only one pen. There's still just one pen. So it's just my. That's all you're adding to it, just my. Okay. So the ya dhamir, we can use it for feminine or masculine things. Or people. So this is where the my Maryam, my Hisham came up. You don't really say it that often, but you can if you want to. You can say, you know, Hishami, Jamali, Kamali, Zainabi. Okay. So you can use it for feminine and masculine. So it doesn't matter. The ya is always ya. It's always my. Yes, exactly. Yes, I guess you could say it like a mom would say it. You could not use it with name? Okay, inshallah, okay, we'll say that this is not person, just things. Okay, so exactly, Kanali, we can say, Kanali, Kamali, okay, yes, Kamali, Jamali. No. Okay, we cannot say those. So things like that, we only add to things like pen, masculine, feminine, kitabi, my book, things that you own. Things like my computer, my pen. So it doesn't matter if it's feminine or masculine. Either one you can say my with. Okay, here's a question. Does it change? Does the word change if you add my to it? Does a feminine word change to a masculine word? Do we have to, you know, change hada, hadhi? No, exactly. So we can say things like hada qalamun. It's still going to be hada qalami. It's still going to be male. So you could use it for either. You could say hada darrajatun, sorry, hadhihi darrajatun, hadhihi darajati. You still use feminine for it. Okay. So the next rule, inshallah, that will work, yes, exactly. Basically, all you have to know is the ya doesn't really change it. It just adds the mai. What if the name or the word already has a ya? Okay, so like kursiyun, just kursi. It's basically the same thing. You just leave it there. Inshallah, we'll go over examples a little bit later. You can also ask in your groups if you have specific questions. So lessons number 7 and 8. Okay, so we already learned the previous lesson 2 damirs, which were my, the ya that we learned. We could use it for either masculine or feminine, male or female. And it meant, the ya meant my. So we use ya when we are talking about any person or anything which we have, like my brother or my mother, my book. Okay, so does this answer? You can use it with people like my brother, my sister, my cousin, things like that. And it doesn't matter whether it's male or female. Okay, so then the second pronoun we learned was ana. Ana meant I am. And now the ana, it also doesn't matter. Yes, exactly. Rohina kursi would be kursi with the sukoon. So ana means male or female. It could be either. We went over this a lot in the exercises. Like I could say, you know, ana asra. Hisham could say ana hisham. It doesn't matter. Ana just means I am. Rule 1 is pointing words are this is. Okay, Wamik, those are just, yes, the rules. Inshallah, we're going on to rule number 2. Masculine and feminine gender. Okay, so you guys remember when we had to start learning about female and male nouns. So this is that lesson. In this lesson, we learned about gender, male and female. The noun in Arabic is either masculine or feminine, right? There's 2 different kinds of nouns we can have. We can have male or female. So in the Arabic language as a whole, all nouns are either masculine, except then there's also 3 other ones. The 3 other ones are like the female ones, sort of. So you guys tell me, is the word kitabun male or female? Is the word kitabun male or female? It's male because it didn't have the tha, it didn't have any of the female signs. So automatically it was male. So inshallah, let's learn about these 3 other categories. And I know you already know them, so it's not a new thing. One we learned in lesson 7 and one we learned in lesson 8, and one inshallah we'll learn later. So we've already learned some of them. Okay, Wamik, this lesson will make it clear. Make sure you write this stuff down. So the first category is the round ta, the belly ta, the circle ta, this ta, the ta marbuta. So when you see this on a word, it's not masculine, right? It can't be male if it's got this ta marbuta. So let's read about it. Ta marbuta is the letter ta, also known as the round ta, this round ta. All nouns that end with this round ta are mostly all feminine. Exactly, Faiz, yes. So like shajaratun, sayyaratun, we knew these were female because they had this round ta at the end. The ta is also added to masculine nouns or adjectives to make them female. So we can also add this ta, right? To things like jamilun. We can change that to jamilatun. We can add a ta to it and make it female. Right? Or we can take mudarrisun, we can change it to mudarrisatun. So we can add a ta sometimes and make it female. So then, exactly, jamilun is masculine. We added it right here. And then also another example is kabiran and kabiratun. So once we added this ta, it became feminine. But remember, not all nouns, not all of the nouns can be made feminine by adding ta. Like, for example, yes, exactly, Rayan, that's a good one. Nadifun and nadifatun. So you made it feminine by adding a ta. But you can't do that for everything. Change a male word to a female word. Mostly say it. Not all of them, like pen. Your pen is always going to be qalamun. It's always going to be qalamun. So whenever you need it, you can, yes, it's mostly, you guys will understand. We've gone over that before. If you have any specific questions, inshallah, you can ask. But not all of the words. Okay, so real feminine. So there was one, the round ta, that showed us it was feminine. And there's also something called real feminine. So it's permanently male or possessive? Umayma, I'm not really sure what you mean. Some of them, like, yes, exactly, baytun and qalamun, exactly. Those ones you can't really take female forms of. Yes, Rahina, we did. Okay, so in Arabic there is a certain noun which do not have round ta, but they are still feminine. Can you guys think of an example before I scroll down? What do you say for female, Alia? What do you mean? Do you mean like, can you ask her what if the ta marbuta is at the beginning? Ta marbuta, we're talking about the round ta. It doesn't ever come in the beginning. If there was a ta at the beginning, like tijaratun, like trade, it's going to be an open ta like this. It's not going to be a round ta. Okay, so can you guys think of an example where there isn't a round ta, but it's still feminine? There's no round ta, but there is feminine. You guys have learned this before. You've learned quite a few. There's no round ta, but you still used hadhihi for. And remember, I'm going to scroll down. Exactly, like ummi. Good. Good, exactly. Ummun. Ukhti. Good, exactly. So a feminine noun meaning female human beings or animals. Exactly. So you guys have learned these before. They're real feminine words, right? They're naturally like that. So this kind of feminine nouns have also male opposites. So example, abun. What's the female opposite of abun? Yes, Hafsa, exactly. It can't be male, exactly. You guys can tell about this stuff. It's naturally female. So what's the female form of abun? Ummun. Good, exactly. Ummi, ummun. That is ummun right here. And then the female form of akhun is ukhtun, exactly. Exactly. So these words are naturally female. You guys know this. So we learned those two categories so far, the ta marbuta and the regular female ones. Inshallah, we'll learn the third one later on. Okay. Lesson number 9 and 10. Do you have any questions on female before I move on? I think that's very easy. We've done it lots and lots of times. We've had lots of practice. Good, mashallah, yes. I know you guys can pick up on this very easily. Yes, Rizwan, you can go. So next lesson, I mean, like for pen in Arabic, you say qalamun. Yes, for things like pen, pencil, those you can't change those. Okay, pen is always male. Okay, in lesson number 9, we learned one more damir, which is anta. For one male who is in front of you. In lesson number 10, we learned damir anti, for female who is always in front of you. Okay, so anta and anti, they mean you. What does it mean when you use you? Where is the person that you're talking to? Where is the person you, when you're saying you? Like, you are close by, you are Jamal, you are Hisham. Where are they? They're close by, they're in front of you, right? They're present in front of you. Right? Okay, so you're with their company, you're in front of them. So anta, anti, you, they have the same meaning. What's the difference? They have the same meaning and same appearance, except anta has a fatha and anti has a kasra. Exactly, so they're different because we know that we use one for female and one for male. So if they are the same in appearance, they just have different haraka, they have different vowels. In Arabic, fatha and kasra, vowel signs have meaning. So we can tell if this has a fatha, if this has a kasra, this one is male, this is male, and this one is female. Right? Anta is male, anti is female. They're the same word, same meaning, except the haraka, the vowel sign at the end is different. Yes, the fatha, dhamma, zabar is there. Yes, Rohina, that was a type of feminine as well. The type of feminine, there was one of them we learned that was the belita. These aren't really words. Anti, they're not like the nouns sort of things. They are nouns. They're pronouns, but anti is female, anta is male. It's just like huwa, hiya, it's just like hada, hadihi. So how do you tell if it's female or male when you're talking? The thing you're talking about is if you're talking about anta, you're talking about a boy, like Hisham. You're replacing Hisham. If you're talking anti girl, you're replacing Zainab, right? You're replacing a girl. So it depends on what you're talking about. But kasra makes it male. No, the kasra shows us it's female. The kasra shows us it's female. So let's move on to the next rule. Inshallah, we'll be able to finish this. Huruf-e-nida. Huruf-nida. Huruf-nida. Which is that second ya we learned. This ya. Could it ever be ant? What do you mean by ant? Like, there's only two U's, anta and anti. Okay, so huruf-e-nida is the vocative particles. They're the things that you're calling out. The things you use to call out. Huruf-nida, the things you use to point, and you're like calling someone, oh Muaz. You're calling someone, the vocative things. The word for calling someone is ya, which is the huruf-e-nida, which is we translate it as oh or hey. It's the particle which is used to call or address someone. The pointing words we already learned. The pointing words are things like hadha and hadihi. These are things that are used to really like call out or get someone's attention, address someone. Huruf-e-nida. So the ya is the huruf-e-nida. We use the o, right? That's how we translate it as o, the particle which is used to call or address. In English, we don't really use it that much, but in Arabic, we use it. In Arabic, we use it. So the word ya is called the munada. It's the word after ya, sorry. The word that you call, who are you calling, right? The person being called. So give me an example. In Ya Allah, who is the munada? Ya Allah. Good, Allah, right? He's the person being, we're calling him, right? We're using Ya, we're saying oh, and Allah, Allah. How do you say what is your name? Fatima, that's not really relevant right now. Inshallah, we'll learn it soon. So Allah is the person that we're calling. So Ya is the munada. That's what we call this, the munada. And it always comes after the ya. So in that example, ya is the huruf-e-nida, and Allah is the munada, harf-e-nida. Okay? So that's all we had to learn. What's the harf-nida and what's the munada? Yes, Zahra, you can ask. So examples, ya akhi, ya is the harf-e-nida, and akhi is the munada. So there's always two parts. There's the harf nida, the word you're using to call out, and there is the munada, the thing you're calling. They always come in a pair. The munada is the person you're calling, exactly, and the ya is the haruf nida, right? Ya is the, good, ya is the haruf nida and Allah is the munada, good. So they always come in a pair. You have to use something to call, and you have to call someone. Okay. So we are almost done with this. There's this last lesson. Inshallah, we will finish this today. Lesson number 11, which is the zarf, the adverb. You guys already know this. Does the ya come in front of the sentence if we say, oh, or hey? Yes, Zahra. The ya comes before the munada. Okay, so we learned these three words, aina, huna, hunaka, where, here, there. So these are words that you use to places, right? Locations, right? So these were the three ones we learned for that. So nouns which are used to show the time or place. Inshallah, will be over in 2 minutes. Time or place are called the zarf, the adverbs. So either there's adverb of time or adverb of place. And we learned adverb of place. In this lesson, we learned adverb of place. We'll do time later. Time would be things like when. But inshallah, we learned the place words, where, here, there. So we learned three adverbs, where, here, there. Aina, huna, hunaka. So they all refer to locations, right? Where is here? Is here close or is here far? Aina. When we say aina, where is something? And we reply huna, we're talking about something close. Good, exactly. If we say aina something and we reply hunaka, is the object close or far? Hunaka. Far. Zarf means adverb. And adverbs are used to describe time or place. Really like the setting, right? In school, you guys read books and you talk about where and when the book is taking place, right? So those are things like adverbs, where and when, time and place, the setting, right? Okay, so zarf is for place. Do you have any questions about anything we learned so far? Any of the things we went over? The adverbs, huruf nida, all of the damirs we learned, female, male, anything. Ali, you can type it up. Inshallah, you can type it up, and I'll give a few announcements while you're thinking about questions. When do we write in the Arabic writing books? Amina, inshallah, you can start with those. And then I will say the dua, and inshallah, you guys can go. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتوب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.